Hi, this is Jarrod, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this horse racing content. And don't forget to check out the description in this video if you're interested in supporting my channel, checking out bonus free selections, or purchasing my full card analysis from Southern California. Now I'm going to be doing my annual full cards, Triple Crown full cards from Churchill Downs, Pimlico, and Belmont for Derby, Preakness, and Belmont Stakes Day this spring. And you can find those at therunawayhorse.com on my sales page. Extensive analysis will be in those full cards for all the Triple Crown runners, wagers for all the Triple Crown day races from each track, including double, pick 3, pick 4, pick 5, pick 6 tickets, trifectas, superfectas, and so much more. In the last 22 Triple Crown races, I've given out 9 winning trifectas, 5 winning superfectas that have paid well into the thousands. So if you're interested in those, check those out at therunawayhorse.com on my sales page. Until I see you next time, good luck at the races. This is Jarrod Horak for therunawayhorse.com, and welcome to my latest Kentucky Derby 2022 points race in my video series. Now, I've covered 30 videos in this series prior to this week, with my top choices having 11 wins, 8 seconds, and a third place finish. Got home Epicenter and Slowed Down Andy last week. I just did the Florida Derby in my first video this week. In this video, I'm going to cover the Arkansas Derby, plus a bonus free pick at the end of this video for the Jeff Ruby Stakes on all-weather ground at Turfway Park. And hopefully we're going to maybe go 3 for 3 this week after those 2 winners last week, and just keep these Derby points races rolling and giving out these good winners. So now we're going to cover the Arkansas Derby first in this video. But before I do that, check out the description in this video if you're interested in bonus free selections. I will provide links for my bonus free picks, including my daily Horse Racing Nation Best Bets blog at therunawayhorse.com on the New York page. My handicapping partner, Dr. Atlas, covers free selections there. He's been giving out some good winners in New York recently. So check those out each weekend. He's got some stake selections. And also, if you're interested in my full card analysis, therunawayhorse.com on my sales page. Each day Santa Anita Park runs, I provide those full cards. And other ways that you can support my channel, check out the description. There's more details there as well. So now let's jump into the analysis of this video. The 12th race from Oaklawn Park, the Grade 1 $1.25 million Arkansas Derby for 3-year-olds, 1.1 miles on the main track with a scheduled post time of 7:35 p.m. This race will be run on Saturday, April 2nd, 2022. And we have multiple horses coming out of the local prep races, either like the Smarty Jones, the Southwest, and the Rebel Stakes were the first 3 points races at Oaklawn Park. So this will be the 4th and final one. And number 1, Kavod, ran in all of the other races. In the Smarty Jones Stakes, he finished 4th. He occupied that same position in the Southwest and the Rebel Stakes. He's taking blinkers off from the inside post. He should be forwardly placed. That's exactly what he did in the Rebel Stakes last time. From the inside post, he set the pace. He finished 4th. And he set the pace in the Southwest and finished 4th, and then he stalked the pace in the Smarty Jones. So he's got that early pressing versatility. He was a good $50,000 claim earlier this year, but taking blinkers off, he should be forwardly placed, but I just don't think 1.1 miles against this kind of company, I don't think he's going to finish any better than 4th, probably lower this time. Number 2, Chasing Time, is 12-1 morning line. He was 5th in the Rebel Stakes, and prior to that, he won an optional claiming race at 1 mile at Oaklawn Park by almost 8 lengths. But the pace in that race was slow, and he controlled it and won easily. And then when the pace is slow last time against Stakes Company, he couldn't keep up, and now the pace is probably going to be quicker this time. Number 3, Barber Road. He's competed in all the local preps. The Smarty Jones, he was 2nd. Same story in the Southwest. And then in the Rebel Stakes, he was 3rd, beaten a half length. He had outer posts in all of those races, and he finished nicely. And now he's got a better draw. He's probably going to be finishing. He's very consistent. He's going to have to run a bit quicker, though. He meets some pretty good horses that didn't run in any of the points races at Oaklawn so far, and they're contenders, including number 4, Doppelganger. He's 3-1. Now, Doppelganger was trained by Bob Baffert in his first 3 starts, but Bob Baffert is ineligible to run horses in the Kentucky Derby this year, so he's changed barns, and now he's trained by Tim Yakteen in Southern California. And this horse in his career debut at Los Al looked really good, rallying from 7th. A visually impressive score there at 6 furlongs. And then he disappointed in the San Vicente second time out at 7 furlongs. But he wasn't training well prior to that race. He was coming off of a layoff, and it looked like they were just giving him the race and trying to get him around 2 turns. He was 4th and even 4th in that San Vicente. Then they stretched him out in the San Felipe, but Forbidden Kingdom showed high early speed there, and he just ran those horses off their feet. Doppelganger never stopped trying. He rallied from 5th. He was clearly second best. He was much better than the rest of the field, but he couldn't get to Forbidden Kingdom. So now, 3rd start after a layoff, blinkers come off, John Velasquez rides, and he'll probably be lurking in mid-pack. Un Ojo is number 5. He's 6-1 morning line, and he won the Rebel Stakes at 75-1 odds, and he stalked the pace that day. Now, prior to that, he ended up finishing 2nd in the Withers Stakes. Early voting was an impressive front-running winner there, and Un Ojo was able to finish 2nd. Gilded Age was 3rd there, and he came back in the UAE Derby last week as my top choice, and he just didn't run well at all. Maybe he didn't like the desert. I'm not sure what happened there, but he never picked up his feet. But Un Ojo, he's one that he's going to sit a good stalking trip, but I want to see him do it again against better horses. He's not going to be anywhere near 75-1 this time. Number 6, Secret Oath. A filly taking on the boys, and she's got a very good chance to win this race. She's 4 for 6 lifetime. She's 3 for 3 at Oaklawn Park, and she won easily in those 3 races at Oaklawn, including the Martha Washington Stakes, a Kentucky Oaks points race, and then the Grade 3 Honeybee. So she has more than enough points to run in the Kentucky Oaks if they want to go there, but now they're going to give the boys a chance, and I think this is a good spot because out of all the local races that I mentioned, the Smarty Jones, the Southwest, the Rebel, none of those races were particularly fast, and she was running faster than the boys. So I think this is a good spot that Wayne Lukas has found for her. She'll probably stalk the pace. She can come from further back if she needs to, if the pace does heat up. Ben Diesel's the 7, 15-1 morning line. He was 8th in the Rebel. He was 3rd in the Southwest, 7th in the Smarty Jones, and he's going to have to run better. He was up on the pace earlier in his career, and then in his last couple, they tried to rally a little bit further back, especially last time he never got involved. Maybe they want to try to get a little more forward. That seems to be what he likes to do. He does have a bullet workout for this at Oaklawn Park, 5 furlongs and 59. Number 8, Cyberknife. He's one that he hasn't put it all together mentally. He's still learning the game, but he does have some talent for trainer Brad Cox. 6 furlong debut, he won, but he was placed 2nd through disqualification that day for bumping with the rival. Then he was 2nd in his 2nd career start. He stretched out in his 3rd start and added Lasix, and he broke his maiden. That was at Fairgrounds late last year. Then they tried the Lecomte Stakes. He was without Lasix there. They put blinkers on that day. They had blinkers in his debut when he was disqualified too. And then they put blinkers back on in the Lecomte Stakes. And he made a middle move, and then he flattened out, and he ended up finishing 6th, beating 10 lengths. Then last time against Optional Claiming Company, he got back on the beam, took blinkers off. He still had Lasix. He was the favorite. He stalked the pace, and he won nicely. Now, he's going to have to do better still. He's still improving, but he's going to have to run faster to beat some of the favorites in here. But he's won at 8-1, that he has some ability, and if he can just put it all together mentally and physically, he could upset a race like this. Number 9, We the People, 7-2 morning line. Rudolph Brissett is the trainer, and he won both of his starts easily. Oaklawn Park 1 mile debut, stalked the pace. The pace was solid that day, and he won by more than 5 lengths. Second time out, the pace was very slow, and he was up on that pace, and he won that one easily. So in that slow early, fast late, he was able to dominate there. So from an outer post, he should be forwardly placed. He's got that outside post. We'll see what he can do in here. He definitely has a shot. So what I want to do in this race is I'm not going to play any of the horses that ran in the local prep races, the Smarty Jones, the Southwest, or the Rebel Stakes. I just didn't think those races were strong. They weren't that fast, and I think some of the horses that didn't run in those races are contenders in here, including Cyberknife. He's a live long shot in here for trainer Brad Cox. We the People from that outside post as my 3rd choice. I think he's got a decent shot. He's going to have to step it up. He's going to face better company in his 3rd career start, but he really showed a lot of ability in those first 2 races, and we'll see what kind of trip he can work out from the outside post. My 2nd choice is Secret Oath. Like her, I think she has a very good chance in this race, and if anyone's picking her, I'm not going to try to talk you off of her at all. I think she does have a very good shot in this race for trainer D. Wayne Lukas. I'm going to go with Doppelganger. He was my top choice in the San Felipe. I thought he ran well there. And nobody was getting Forbidden Kingdom that day. He was just ran them off their feet. That was a nice effort, but Doppelganger ran a quality race. I like that forward move that he showed after disappointing in the San Vicente. So his speed figures in all 3 career starts, he improved them. He's one that I think he wants to continue to have more ground. 3rd start off a layoff, removing blinkers. John Velasquez should have him in a good spot in mid-pack. And if he can get enough pace help with this extra distance, I think he will be finishing in here. So Doppelganger will be my top choice over number 6, Secret Oath, number 9, We the People, and the 8, Cyberknife. So now let's jump over and do this quick analysis of the Jeff Ruby Stakes from Turfway Park. It's the 12th race for Saturday, April 2nd. In this Jeffrey Ruby Stakes, $600,000 purse, grade 3, 3-year-olds, a mile and an eighth on the all-weather ground. Some of the contenders in here as we put up this full field. Now, I wouldn't be shocked if we saw a big long shot win in here. These kind of races, you'll get some strange results some years. Now, in the local prep race for the Jeff Ruby Stakes was the John Battaglia Memorial, and I covered that in video format, and I gave out Stolen Base as my value top choice there. He went off 4-1, and he rallied through traffic. He made a run at Tiz the Bomb, who was also closing, but he couldn't quite get that one. Those 2 were clear. Tiz the Bomb won it by a neck. They're both running here. Stolen Base is adding blinkers in here. I'd like to see him do well. Corrales rode him last time. He does good work with Mike Maker, and now he knows this horse. And look for him late. He won't be my top choice this time, but I do think he has a decent shot in here. Same with Tiz the Bomb. I think that he's got a shot as well as one of the favorites. You could go in so many different directions in a race like this. I'm going to go with the 5, Tawny Point, as my top choice for trainer Brad Cox. I liked the look of his first 2 races when he rallied from 11th place in his 1-mile debut at Turfway Park, and he won that one by 6 lengths in that 12-horse field. Second time out, he stalked from mid-pack in a 10-horse field, and he got up to win by a neck. And then they took him to Fairgrounds for the Risen Star Stakes. Now, Epicenter won that one. Smile Happy was 2nd. Zandon was 3rd. Pioneer of Medina was 4th. And all of those horses are quality horses. Epicenter and Pioneer of Medina came back and finished 1-3 in the Louisiana Derby. Smile Happy and Zandon, I think they're going to go in the Bluegrass Stakes. They're solid Derby contenders. So I thought that was a deep race there. And he finished 5th in a 10-horse field. Not a bad effort. He was just sitting back towards the back, and he never really got seriously involved. But again, I think that was just a tougher group. And now Brad Cox is putting him back on his winning surface. And he should be rallying from off the pace. He's 2 for 2 at Turfway. He's lightly raced, and he exits a productive race. And I think that Tawny Port, a $430,000 purchase, Pioneer of the Nile, the sire, Mucho Uno, the dam sire, certainly bred for distance. And I think Tawny Port can upset in here Tiz the Bomb and Stolen Base. And Stolen Base will be my second choice. And I think he can upset those horses and maybe get the job done at a mid-price. So Tawny Port, my top choice in the Jeff Ruby Stakes, and that will wrap up this Derby video. Now, I'm going to be doing an Oaks video this week as well. There's a few Kentucky Oaks points races out there, and I'll cover those. And don't forget to check out therunawayhorse.com on my Kentucky Derby 2022 page if you're interested in checking out my Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks blogs. Until the next video, good luck at the races.